most of us, October 14th, 2021 is the start of the Enactus World Cup. But for 36 million people and the people fighting to help them, today is World Sight Day. As humans, of all of the five senses, our vision is the most important. We are quite unique in the reliance on sight as our dominant sense. And given that 80% of blindness is preventable, it is simply unacceptable that we don't have the infrastructure to reverse this situation and give life back to these individuals.
We are the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, and this year we focused our time, attention, and efforts on combating and eradicating preventable blindness. Our partnerships, our fundraising, our innovative use of technology, and our implementation of a sustainable business model have succeeded. At Enactus USA, we envision a world free of preventable blindness. We represent a talented group of individuals and teams that are passionate and creative in solving some of the most challenging problems locally and around the world. Our teams represent every state in the country, all the way to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. This year, we have the privilege of representing this incredible group of individuals at Enactus World Cup with our project, Through the Looking Glass.
The empowerment of young women is at the heart of our creative solution. We named our initiative Audia, meaning power and energy in Sanskrit. These young women embody bold action. Together, we address the issues of avoidable blindness in the most remote regions of India. We believe that everyone should be able to wake up and see a beautiful sunrise, a colorful marketplace, and their grandchildren. Audia immediately transforms the life of the patient and their entire family. It's the easiest outcome to see. No pun intended.
Preventable blindness is as real a pandemic as COVID-19. There are over 36 million people who are blind in the world and 253 million who have vision impairment issues. It is estimated that this translates to a $410 billion loss over the lifetime of the people impacted. In India alone, 9.2 million people are afflicted with blindness, causing $87 billion loss in productivity each year.
Between cataract surgeries, screenings, providing glasses, and medical supplies, we can treat preventable blindness among all ages across the world. Through these treatments, we directly affect the lives of the individuals, their families, and communities as well.
We realize that we can make an immediate impact if we focus on the problem of uncorrected refractive errors. This refers to vision impairment that can be corrected with spectacles. Hyperopia is the most common refractive error. Refractive errors, when left uncorrected, result in an impaired quality of life. In low and middle income countries, ready-made spectacles are unaffordable and widely inaccessible to most of the population. This critical problem is only amplified for those residing in these rural areas.
India is the second most populous nation in the world, and there are only 1,280 eye hospitals in the entire country. This means that if evenly distributed, each hospital would be responsible for more than 1 million patients. And this figure becomes even more dire when you consider that in rural India, where 70% of the population lives, the ratio of eye doctors to patients is 1 to 219,000.
The eye care infrastructure, along with the number of professionals, is clearly underdeveloped in India, but this only begins to scratch the surface of the economic problem. The average rural wage in India is only $4.40 per day, while average rural employment sits at a measly 39%. It is important to note that the average daily wage for women in these remote areas is equal to only $2.36, barely above the poverty line. Only 25% of all rural Indian women are employed, and only 54% are literate. One of the largest contributors to these inequalities is the lack of educational opportunities for these young women.
We went to work and started to develop a business model that would address the problems identified. Given the reality of a global pandemic, we knew we had to leverage our partnerships and collaborations. We work side by side with our Audia funding partner, Combat Blindness International. We also work closely with our operations partner, Shroff's Charity Eye Hospital, based in New Delhi.
We developed a business model and serve as the liaison between all of the partners. We focus on business process analysis, balanced scorecard development, and the implementation of screening survey technology.
In Phase 1, we tested our business model by recruiting 8 women for Project Audia and trained them for 10 days. They were taught all necessary medical practices needed to conduct screenings while utilizing our state-of-the-art technology to collect data while building meaningful relationships with the community. The project went live on March 3, 2021.
बाबा हम सहदेवा डॉक्टर श्रॉफ चैरिटी आई हॉस्पिटल से आए हैं। आपके गांव में आंखों की जांच हो रही है फ्री में, ठीक है। आपके घर में जितने भी लोग हैं सबकी जांच होगी। अगर आंख में कोई परेशानी होगी तो हमारा गोला में छोटा चौराहा है ना, सरोज सिनेमा, वहाँ पर हमारा विजन सेंटर है, वहाँ पे आपको भेजेंगे, वहाँ पे भी आपकी जांच फ्री होगी।
In 15 days, we conducted over 2,800 screenings, made 531 referrals for surgery, and dispensed 267 spectacles, instantly solving hundreds of uncorrected refractive errors. Our approach trained young women to take charge of their lives by gaining confidence and becoming role models for the younger generation in their communities. And the best part was we were able to validate our business model and identify minor areas of improvement. Our solution supports a living wage for each of our screeners, transforms lives within the villages, helping people become productive members of society.
This approach addresses 5 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. While in the communities, Audia screeners conduct eye exams using their mobile phones and technology from our partners. These companies and partners have helped enable us.
This is Javita, a 48-year-old widow who lives with her family and 3 children. Her livelihood is based on making and selling sweet and sour tamarind. In the last year, her vision began to blur to the point where she couldn't do household chores. This also affected her work and consequently the family's income in a drastic manner. Our screeners diagnosed Javita with mature cataracts, but through our 2025-24 program, she was able to receive her cataract surgery.
हमारे नज़र नहीं पड़ रही थी, बहुत हर चीज़ पता ही से मतलब चलने फिरने से तकलीफ थी, इसलिए हम यहाँ आए थे, ऑपरेशन करवाया है, काम धंधा सब देख लिया। वो तरीके से हमको सब आराम हो जाएगी, हमको खुशी हो जाएगी, हमको सबको आराम मिलेगा।
Audia enables our partners to provide this 20-minute cataract surgery for a mere $25 that gives this gift of sight within 24 hours of the operation. The process starts with the screening, which is uploaded to a live dashboard that allows us to monitor and provide instant feedback to the team on the ground and across the value chain. Glasses are dispensed on-site and can be customized. We have also started a program to distribute free eyeglasses to children we are screening. Each Audia screener carries a looking glass in their mobile kit. The impact of this small tool cannot be underestimated. What is the first thing that someone wants to do when they put on a pair of glasses? They want to look through a looking glass and see themselves. This is literally the first step in giving them the gift of sight. They can now see themselves and even their loved ones. This is an incredibly powerful moment that is life-giving and empowering.
CBI is very excited about the Audia initiative in India. Based on current results, we are reallocating over $200,000 of our funds for the next phase of this project. We have already hired more Audia screeners and plan to screen over 90,000 people in the next 6 months. The sustainable business model developed by Enactus Whitewater is becoming the future of CBI. We believe this will become the blueprint for most nonprofits in the future.
I think donors should be asking, are the organizations I'm supporting with my money, are they doing something to move the needle beyond that community where they started? And I, would like to say to the people that support you or would like to support you, you are definitely one of those organizations that is now showing to be in the forefront of raising the question and coming up with models to address reach and scale.
There is a sense of urgency and momentum because we have crafted a solution that innovates in a way that disrupts and revolutionizes the existing eye care business model. Our initiative is highly scalable and provides a tremendous return on investment that sustains the program. We start by recruiting young women for the Audia initiative from the local rural area. The overall initial cost of recruitment, training, and 1 month's salary for one screener is $220. This also includes the mobile screening kit, transportation, and support.
Each Audia screener can start screening after 1 month of training and field trials. It is estimated that each screener can complete 1,000 screenings every month. The revenue from the program is generated through direct sale of eyeglasses with an average price of $1 per pair. Plus, the screeners help generate revenue for the vision centers and hospitals through referrals. This combined revenue of the program is used to pay each screener a monthly salary of 8 to 10,000 rupees based on targets met.
Based on the data from our live dashboard, we have projected that we will recover the cost of recruitment and training within 2.5 months for each Audia screener. This enables us to recruit more screeners, making our program sustainable, balancing people, planet, and prosperity.
To us, Audia is more than UWW Enactus. Audia is more than the sum of all its parts, and the potential is limitless. We recognize this, and while we embrace the spirit of the Enactus competition, we believe that true sustainability lies in collaboration.
In April, we started to reach out to other Enactus chapters across the world to start transferring our knowledge and expand the initiative. Universal Business School in Karjat, near Mumbai, has now started their own program. We have started transferring our model and even found funders for phase 1 of their project. One major insight we learned into the first phase of our project is that we needed to start moving our training program online. We are now connected with the Global Ophthalmic Institute and have started the process of expanding our training and putting it online. This will also be a potential new source of revenue for the Audia initiative. As we shoot this video, phase 2 of the Audia has started in India in the region of Saharanpur. Over the next 6 months, we will be screening over 90,000 people and impacting the lives of our Audia screeners, the patients, their families, the vision centers, and everybody who works in this ecosystem. Together, we can transform the lives and inspire future generations to become Audia screeners, perhaps optometrists, and even ophthalmologists. We have already observed that many of the young screeners are now even considering going to college, seeking higher education, students like us. We are University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, proudly representing Enactus USA. This is your invitation to join us by stepping through the looking glass.